Welcome to the Ladies European Tour as we arrive at Scotland, the home of golf. Just east of the capital city, Edinburgh, lies the region of East Lothian and some of the finest golf courses in the world. And in late August, one of the best of those, the Fidra course at Archerfield Links, played host to the 2014 Aberdeen Asset Management Ladies Scottish Open. The Scottish weather is famed to test even the best golfers, and it unleashed its full fury on the opening day. One player stood out from the rest, Trish Johnson. The Englishwoman almost didn't start because of a back injury, but was glad she decided to give it a go. She carded 4 birdies in the first 5 holes, and her birdie run continued on the back 9. Armed with an old putter she borrowed from a friend's garage, she certainly produced the goods on the green, an opening round of 66. That meant a 3-shot lead for Johnson. Cordell on her own in second, and an excellent round of 70 also put young Dane Nicole Brock-Larsen in the mix. Once again, Trish Johnson was a class apart during round 2. No repeat of her heroics from the first day, but in an at times ferocious wind, she made it look easy. Johnson went out in the morning and set the target at 8 under thanks to a 2 under round of 70. Once again, the putter was working well. She'd be the one to beat on Sunday. It was a handsome lead then for Johnson, 6 shots clear of her closest challengers. It was hers to lose, but the likes of Gladys Nocera and Sally Watson would be aiming to reel in a player who hadn't tasted victory in 4 years. Warm sunshine and just a friendly breeze made for fantastic conditions on Sunday. Perfect weather for golf. The chasing pack were hoping Trish Johnson would stumble over the opening holes. One of those challengers, Sally Watson, made a strong start. A birdie here at the second. But Johnson responded immediately. She matched Watson, who was playing in the group ahead, with a birdie of her own to move 1 under for the day at the second. Some fabulous work from the bunker.
Yeah, great shot.
And it was 2 under for the day on the following hole. Johnson, playing with her new putter, was looking assured. Playing partner Gladys Nocera also made a birdie, but Johnson looked comfortable. Now on to 10 under par. Rebecca Artis shot a 77 on the first day, but moved to 1 under for the tournament with a birdie here at the 6th. Fellow Aussie Stephanie Nahr needed something special to play herself into contention after starting her final round on 1 over. This was her second birdie of the day at the 6th. The opening 9 holes on the Fidra course is where most of the good scoring takes place. Sally Watson began to find her stride in what were excellent conditions, with the sun shining and the wind dropping. She made birdie here at 4 thanks to this excellent tee shot. And here again at the 6th with this perfectly judged putt. She moved to 5 under par. After parring holes 4, 5 and 6, suddenly Trish Johnson hit the buffers. This drive at 7 found the trees, and the Englishwoman had an anxious walk in the hope of finding her ball. She succeeded on that front but declared it unplayable, so was forced to go back to the tee. It was a key moment as it led to a double bogey, and her lead was suddenly down to just 3 shots. Rebecca Artis continued to motor along nicely. This her 4th birdie of the day at the 11th. A great putt from the Aussie, who picked up her first LET title in Sweden last September. Another followed at the 12th, and she moved to 2 under par. While Johnson wobbled and Artis continued to impress, the rest of the challengers were unable to exploit their opportunity. Gladys Nocera bogeyed the 5th and played par golf until the 11th. The birdie here moved her to 3 under overall, but still well behind playing partner Johnson. Stephanie Nahr was enjoying herself until she reached the 15th. She birdied the 2nd, 6th, 9th, 11th and the 14th Without a single bogey on the card, the Australian was racing up the leaderboard, but this par putt wouldn't drop, and the run came to an end. At this stage, Johnson hadn't made a birdie since the third hole. She was looking tentative on the greens after 2 days of great putting. She got into trouble again at the 14th, where a 3-putt led to a bogey, and she was back to 7 under par. Yet she was somehow managing to keep her challengers at arm's length. While Johnson bogeyed, Gladys Nocera made birdie at 14 to move within 3 shots of the leader. But time was running out. Further up the course, Rebecca Artis set the clubhouse target. The Australian added a birdie at 14 and closed with another for a final day 66, which left her on 4 under par for the tournament. Sally Watson looked as though she could be the one to put the pressure on Johnson. This putt at 14 secured another birdie to move it to 5 under and within 3 shots. But as soon as she started to look as if she may have a chance of challenging, she started to go backwards. A bogey at 15 and another at 16 dropped her back to 3 under and effectively out of the running. The leader, Johnson, though, continued to cruise along nicely. Knowing she had a healthy lead, she didn't let the bogey at 14 worry her and played par golf thereafter. This set up another at the 16th for her 11th of the day. It was the Australians who went low on the final day, Stephanie Nahr joining Artis in the clubhouse at 4 under. She also collected a birdie at the last for a great final round of 67. Sally Watson had her father on the bag, and his calming influence allowed the young Scot to settle and stage some sort of recovery. A birdie at 17 took her back to 4 under, and she would par the last. Gladys Nocera edged ahead of the group on 4 under at the 18th, the former Order of Merit winner shooting a final round 69 to go with her 69 from the previous day. She was on the green for an eagle chance, but she'd have to settle for a birdie. 5 under overall. But in reality, she never really got going during her final round. Ultimately then, the day belonged to Johnson. She parred the 17th, and while her birdie putt didn't quite drop at the 18th, it really didn't matter. A short par putt for the win, her first since France in 2010. A memorable victory for the Englishwoman, who became the oldest player to win on the Ladies European Tour at 48 years old. The emotion was there for all to see. There's confirmation of Johnson's 2-stroke victory from second place Gladys Nocera. After a nerve-jangling final day, Artis, Nahr and Watson all shared third. Kylie Walker and Katrina Matthew were the second and third highest Scots in a tie for 11th and 13th respectively. Johnson's victory earned her a cheque for just over €37,000, and she could finally get her hands on the trophy after a tense final day's play.
It was a lot harder than having a 6-shot lead should be, I think. And Gladys, she didn't really at any stage put any pressure on me, which I thought she would, I was very grateful for. But yeah, I've had a few chances to win here. I've messed it up a few times. This is the last year we're here, so I'm very, very happy to have won this one.
Norway's Suzanne Pettersen continues to lead the ISPS Handa Order of Merit, with Nocera in 4th and Johnson up to 10th. Rookie Sally Watson's fine year continues as she edges inside the top 20. And it's all about Sally Watson on the Rookie of the Year leaderboard too, as she extends her lead over Amy Boulden. No change at the top of the Rolex World Rankings, with Stacey Lewis still out in front.